he runs crazy. He finished a marathon in 2 hours and 1 minute.
Wow.
So he's just built different, he was an Olympian as well. He was in the Olympics 2004, 208, 16, and 2020 Tokyo, and he was a gold medal in marathon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's just built different. And on the other side of the spectrum, on the other hand, we have me who runs at a pace of like 9, 10, as I said, and you have someone who maybe jogs at like 15. Who knows? People are different.
Yeah. How has your break been?
It's been okay. You know, it's almost towards the end. Sunday, I'm going back on Monday. I mean, tomorrow night. So it was pretty short, It was pretty short,
How
but
long? Like 10 days, 1 week?
yeah, it was about 10 days. I mean, we act like technically it's about a week. It's like from Saturday to the other Saturday, so it's about a week. But I don't have any classes on Fridays, so I left on Friday and I'm skipping the class on Monday. So it's pretty much lengthen it to 10 days, 9, 10 days. But it was okay.
And
I had so much fun. It's always fun to be back home.
yeah.
It's just different. It's just different. And one thing that I really liked about it was that how I got a chance to run outside finally.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you still
I
went for your habit for running.
yeah, exactly. So
It's kind of a good habit that you're developing. Like it has a lot of benefits.
exactly. So you know how I started running on the treadmill, right?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
okay. First couple of days, it was hard. I couldn't run for more than like 2 minutes. I
Mm.
literally couldn't breathe. So it was hard, but I got used to the treadmill. I got used to like doing it on incline, like just incline walking, and then I started running more and more. I pretty much lengthened that to 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, then 15 minutes, like slowly, like just a little by little. But then I came here. I came back home. Like weather sucks in Penn State, so it's just like it's different if you want to run outside. You
Yeah.
either I'm gonna get sick. I'm one of those people who's going to get sick easily in that cold
Yeah.
weather. So I came back home. It's a nice weather outside. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna run outside instead of the treadmill,
Mm.
bro. Let
So
me tell you, it it was just different.
let me just tell you something. So listen. How did you actually started running this much? We were talking and like you decided to go to the gym to lift weights. Suddenly you're running all over the place. Like you're running every
Exactly.
day.
Exactly. That was so. My plan was to lift weights. My plan was just to get jacked. That was my plan from the first day. If you can remember, I don't know if you can remember, but like that whole 5 a.m. stuff that we started,
Yeah.
we were like, okay, we're gonna go to the gym, lift weights, get jacked, and that's it pretty much. I never ever had a plan of running. I never thought about running. I never ran in my life. uh, I was just scrolling through my IG, and saw this one guy that I really like and follow, called Tim Chisano. Tim, I'm sorry if you're ever hearing this podcast. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. You probably don't know how to pronounce my last name, so all good. But anyways, so I saw this Tim guy, and he wakes up every day like 4 or 5 a.m. and runs outside, runs in New York City. It looked pretty fun.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna give it a try. And then I had some extra body fat that I had to burn. So I was like, you know what? I have to do cardio. I
Cardio.
have to, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I have to hit cardio. I can't just like lift weights and be done, you know. So what I did was mixing cardio with weights for let's say a week or two, and then I switched to just running because I just liked it. You know, it clicked. So it was hard, as I said, but then I was looking at contents online and I was just following different people, different runners on IG, and just reading about running in general on Google and stuff. Then learn a bit, you know. I learned a bit. I was an amateur. I guess I'm still an amateur till this day, but I'm learning.
Yeah. Like, but the path that you're taking, you actually we were speaking about you going on a marathon. Like, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's my goal. You know, that's what I'm training for. Honestly, at
Like
this point.
that's
So
a pretty big thing to do.
yeah, that's a huge thing. You know, when I first started running, I was like, you know what, it's just a marathon. But then I came to the realization that there's no word such a just in this whole running community and in this whole sport. You know, it's 5K is a lot. 5K is hard, 10K is hard, half marathons hard. All of them are hard. You know, there's no such a thing as like just a 5K, just a 10K. You know, they're all hard. But then, you know, I try to run 5K every day. I try to hit that 5K, you know, limit every day. So 5K, it's about like 3 miles long. I mean, again, I can't say just, but it's not that much, you know, comparing to marathon, which is 26.2 miles, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it's a lot less, you know, it's a lot less. So 3 miles comparing to 26.2, it's a lot less. It's kind of easier. It's some sort of like a more achievable goal for me. You know, it's running a 5K at first, maybe like 2 months from now or a month from now, and then like change that 5K to 10K, and then like go from there. You know, to a half marathon and marathon. And, you
Do you
know,
know? Do you know where they like they assign the length? Do you know how they actually assign the
oh
length?
no, I have no clue, to be honest.
So, like, the first time a marathon happened was in 1908 in London. And so it was at the time of Queen Alexandra, and she requested that it starts in a particular location. It's next to a castle, and finish next to the Olympic Stadium. And the distance between these two locations is 26.2 miles. So this
26.2
is,
months. That's
yeah, and this is how it got stuck with it.
that was interesting. I-
Yeah.
that, that, that was a interesting fact. I mean, I had no idea, to be honest. So
It's
interesting.
kind of crazy, like,
Yeah, it's yeah, I
and
bet. I
they're
mean,
still they're still using the 26.2, right?
yeah, they're still using 26.2 miles. I don't know how they
Wow.
measure like the whole 26.2 miles, but anyways, yeah, it's 26.2 miles. You know, if it's on a flat surface, okay. I mean, 26.2 miles. I can see a person who been training for maybe 9 months or maybe a year without any background in running could run that 26.2 miles. But you can't just wake up one day without any training and be like, yeah, I'm gonna run a marathon.
Yeah.
You know, it's that's just impossible in my opinion. But there are some people with some superpowers out there, I guess. But so something funny that I wanted to mention was how they charge you for these races. You know, like you can't just get in for free if you want to run
Yeah, you
F5.
should pay a fee, right?
Yeah, you should pay a fee, exactly. And so uh, I, I don't know if you can remember, but I told you that I'm gonna run a 5K when I come back home.
Yeah. So a
Right? Then I
5K
got
run,
injured.
yeah, a 5K run here in Toronto is $55.
45 here.
Yeah, and a
You know, it's,
10K, $70. Half marathon is 90, and a full marathon is 110.
110.
And this
Okay,
is like, yeah, entry fees in Toronto Marathon.
so LA's marathon is coming up in like a week,
Yeah,
and let me see how much they. Can you see how much they charge for
yeah.
LA marathon? Yeah.
So let me check. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's 19th of March, 2023,
Yeah. Exactly.
and the cost is 160 for marathon, 135 for half marathon.
That's just too much.
Yeah.
That's I had no idea that people actually pay to
Yeah.
run. You know, I mean, you have to get paid. That's my logic. You have to get paid to run. It's kind of hard, you know.
Oh, and
Uh,
it kind of has some other fees that are not mentioned. So
yeah, I feel like it comes down to two something, like 220, 230, probably.
probably
And but
around.
he, but here's the thing. So I was checking LA's marathon the other day, and the fee that you pay for the marathon is I mean they give you some stuff, you know, they give you a bib, they give you this, they give you that. I mean it comes with some goodies, but
Yeah.
it's yeah, it's just not like a money that you have to pay for nothing. They actually give you some stuff, but does it come down to a total of 200 bucks? I don't think so.
Mm.
I hope that it goes for a good cause, and I think that it goes for a good cause most of the time. But yeah, that was something that I had no idea before, that you actually have to pay
Yeah.
to run in these races. So yeah, but yeah, as I said, I'm training for a marathon, but hopefully I'll hit 5K in a month or two, and then go to a
And
10K.
yeah,
And
you're probably going to have a good amount of time.
yeah, I'm
Like,
gonna have a good exactly. I'm gonna have a good amount of time. I'm gonna have 2 more months of training, like a solid training back in Penn State.
yeah.
When I go back tomorrow, and then I'll just start training again. You know, I've been training here, but I feel like I was training more
Back
when I
there.
was back there, because I was like going to the gym like twice a day, running on treadmill for like 30, 40 minutes, trying to hit that 5K. We'll see how it goes, but
So so Amir, there like what is the main difference between jogging and running? I know like it's about the pace, but like which one is more beneficial for you? Like, do you know anything about this?
so
Do you
after
usually jog yourself or you just run?
so here's the thing. After researching a lot, after researching like hours about running and how I can run faster for a longer amount of time, what I figured out was the slower you run, the faster you can run in the future.
Yeah,
You know, it's not about running fast for a short amount of time.
it's about the
Unless you want
consistency,
to,
right?
yeah, unless you want to do track and field like 100 meters, 200 meters, or whatever. I don't know. Like, you have to talk to a professional. I'm not a professional guy. So,
Mm,
you can take my word, but this is just a personal experience. But so, what I figured out was if you can run slower for a more amount of time, let's say you can pace at like 9, 10 miles an hour for like 30 minutes, that's more beneficial to you in the future than you pace at like 6, 7 for just 10 minutes.
yeah.
You know, so I try to keep my pace not so bad, not so good, like somewhere in I mean, there's no such a thing such as like a bad pace. People are different, but I try to keep my pace at like 9, 10, like most of the time, and run for a longer time. You know, run for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, maybe an hour. And then I feel like it's going to be more beneficial to me because I'm spending more amount of time on my feet running or jogging per se than maybe running at a pace of 6 7 for like 10 minutes. You have to build it up like just a little by little. You can't
Yeah.
just, as I said again, you can't just like start running like crazy all of a sudden.
So,
You have to train.
your favorite brand is having a massive secret sale on running gear right now. Lululemon.
Yeah, Lulu. Oh my God. Yeah, that's literally Lululemon. I just love Lululemon. I literally can. If I had the money, guys. If I had all the money in the world, I would literally just buy everything that Lulu was selling in the store.
Yeah.
It's just like it's the best one out there. But oh my God, let me tell you something about the gear, running gear and stuff. So
Do you use
when
one?
did I use one? Use what?
Do you use the gears for running, or you just
Oh
go
no,
out for a run?
no, no. I do use gear. I mean, gears. I mean, good running shoes, shorts and t-shirt. I don't
Just
use any other
special
gears.
clothes.
I haven't got into like watches yet because when I check my IG, okay, guys, my IG feed, my Instagram feed is just running stuff right now. I mean, I do have that stupid part of my IG still, but it's mostly running. But I still do have memes. But it's mostly running. So what I figured out, so one thing that I had no idea about, I mean, I kind of knew it, but so I had a pair of running shoes that I really like. I really do like them.
The one you showed me the other day, right? The black
The,
one.
the black one exactly.
Yeah.
I just like them. They feel comfortable, and I use them every day.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: you have to retire your running shoes every like 500 miles, every 600 miles. That was something that I had no idea about.
Yeah, me too. Like it's pretty crazy that like if we keep on using them for running, you will eventually end up injuring yourself, right?
Exactly, exactly. You'll end up injuring yourself if you use them more than what it was intended to be used as or for per se. So you have to hit like maximum of 600 miles in your running shoes, and for a race day shoe, you have to spend like maybe like 200 miles maybe on it, 250. That's about it, and then you have to retire that racing shoes after that 200 250 miles.
Wow.
And racing shoes are expensive. They cost like two. Let's say if I want to give you an example of Nike, they cost around like 200 $250, maybe 300 after tax. So they're kind of expensive.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had no idea about that whole mileage on your shoe stuff.
Yeah,
So
it's like a
I bought a
yes.
I bought a brand new pair.
Oh, really?
Yeah, student discount, Nike discount, all discounts ever on there online. So
No, guys, he's joking.
no, it's honestly like I saw it was on a discount, like a good discount, like 40 50%, and then you get like 10 15% extra on top of that for your student discount. So it came out pretty for a decent price. I
Nice.
got them for a decent price. Yeah, yeah.
You
I
gotta
mean, you
show me
feel,
later.
yeah, I'll show you later. But I mean, they feel the same. They kind of they are kind of different. But when people talk about how they get like different feeling from their shoes, like okay, but some people talk about like I don't know how to say the kind of not the balance, but it kind of get bouncy. So people talk about
Does it?
like the bouncy, yeah, bounciness of their shoes. They're like, oh my god, this shoe's bouncy. It's
Oh,
kind of
so
like,
it kind of helps you
yeah,
in your movement.
exactly. That's what it does. I mean, I'm not in that point yet, I guess. I can't feel the bounciness and I cannot feel the energy that the shoe is giving me back and stuff. I'm not that professional yet, but there's some people who talk about like the bounciness and the energy that they're getting back from the sole of the shoe and all those stuff. So there are lots of technology behind making those running shoes. You know, it's not just whatever. Like it's not just a design and the color of the shoe. It's actually like how they, what kind of technology they use, what kind of foam they used for the soles and stuff. So there are lots of technology into it, and something that was really different from an experience that we had. You know, like people, most of the people who don't run get those running shoes to just walk outside, which is
Yeah,
okay.
like
But
they just like how it looks.
yeah, they just like how it looks, but they literally all offer a different type of, you know, I can't say, they all offer a different thing, a different feeling for a different day. As I said,
I bet I bet they're like more popular nowadays because like since the pandemic, running like sports like running, cycling, they peaked. So right now, like I think around like let me give you an actual number.
okay,
So right now, about 621 million people run regularly, like as a sport.
as a sport, okay,
Yeah, and like that's a huge number.
that's a huge
That's like
number, exactly.
what, like 1/10, one 30th, 13th of the world, something around that.
Probably, I have to double check,
Yeah,
but yeah. Anyways, I guess more people are running nowadays, and uh, again, I said it. They all like those shoes. They all offer a different feeling, and they're all intended to use for different days and training sessions and all those stuff. Like you have a shoe for your daily train, you have a shoe for your tempo, and you have a shoe for your race day. But for example, like you
do they
still
feel
can,
different though?
they do feel different. When you wear them, they do feel different. I haven't run in all of those yet. Uh, I just what I got was just a daily training running shoes. But I was at Dick's the other day and I was wearing like different shoes to see how they feel, to see like which one fits my feet better, and they all felt different. Uh,
Yeah,
some of them were like they felt like you were walking on a cloud. Probably feels like you're running on a cloud when you wear them, probably. And some of them were like not so much. You know, they were like okay, they were comfy, but not as much as other shoes.
yeah.
But yeah, they all feel different. But yeah,
How about the whole feeling of like running on like treadmill or outside? Like,
oh my god, that's oh
how's your
that
experience on that? Because for me, like running outside is much harder, but like on the treadmill, I don't know. Maybe it's because like it's kind of helping your movement. I don't know.
so
Like, what's your experience in that?
I guess we're different. I mean, honestly, I feel like we are just built different at this point because when I check my feed, I see people that they're all talking about how it's harder to run on a treadmill than running outside.
Wow.
Because yeah, that's that was pretty interesting to me, you know. Because so what they believe is running on a treadmill, because you have like a constant pace,
Yeah.
it'll be much more harder than
To
running
keep
outside
that,
because
yeah,
yeah,
keeping the rhythm.
be,
Yeah.
Exactly, because you're changing your pace constantly when you're running outside. There's no machine to like push you to do
Yeah,
a
and
like
control. Yeah,
exactly control your movement, control your speed, like 6 miles an hour, 8 miles an hour. So people say that it's a lot harder to run on a treadmill. One, because of that. Two, because of you are in an isolated place. You know, you what do you want to see around? There's nothing around. It's just like
yeah.
bunch of other treadmills or other
Never
cardio
thought about it
machines.
that way.
Yeah, so people are saying like, oh my god, I don't want to be isolated in a room with a bunch of other people and a bunch of other cardio machines and having nothing to look at and not having that like kind of open environment and that open kind of air feeling. But when I came back home, as I said, I started running outside and it felt different. I just couldn't run outside. I literally went out of breath after maybe like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I literally had no idea how to pace myself. I had no idea how to keep that pace, and I had no idea how to breathe properly in an open air. I guess. So
So you're go on, go on.
go ahead. It was yeah. It was just a little harder for me. Probably just because of my pace. I had no idea if I was running like 8 miles an hour, if I was running 10 miles an hour. My brain was just like constantly switching to okay, I was doing this on treadmill. What am I gonna do in an open environment? Like what am I
Yeah.
gonna do in outside?
Yeah.
When I'm
So you
running outside.
mentioned breathing. Have you seen these oxygen masks, the running
Oh
mask?
yeah. Oh my God.
They they lower the oxygen levels. Like I don't know
Exactly.
what they do.
That's I've been thinking about that. I have no idea why I didn't tell you about it. Because I knew that you know about it, and so I'm thinking about buying one, because you
Yeah,
limit that oxygen. So correct me if I'm wrong. So
yeah,
what I understood from like that whole mask stuff is so you pretty much limit the oxygen to yourself,
yeah. So
and
your
you
body will adapt to that level, and when you take it off, it
exactly
will
when you
be a
take it
rocket.
off you feel exactly you feel like you're literally flying on the air.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
athletes use them. A lot of athletes use them that like I know in particular, and like but they get like mixed results. So I guess like maybe we should dig more into that and see like
Yeah, I mean,
how.
yeah, of course we have to like as I said, some people feel okay running on treadmill like myself, and some people don't like treadmill at all. They're like,
Yeah,
no, we can't run on treadmill, we don't see any results. Exactly. I feel like it's the same case. It's the same thing with that mask. It might work on me, it might not. But
yeah.
that was one thing that I was looking into. The second thing that I really wanted to share with you was, have you seen like those weighted vests?
Yeah, man. Like I craved them when I was back home because like it limits your movement until you develop the like proper stance of dealing with it, and then when you take it off, like
Oh
you're
my god!
jumping around.
Yeah, I know, I know.
And
Now,
like
like,
they use it a lot again, similar to the mask. They use it a lot in different sports, and I think we should buy both of them. We should
yeah,
get.
yeah, exactly. I mean, we should give it a try. I mean, I feel like you've used the vest, but
Yeah,
they're weighted. So how heavy they are?
like you will decide how heavy they are.
Oh, so okay. So you can choose the weight.
Yeah, so
pretty
some
much.
of
Yeah.
them have spots where you add weight in them. Some of
Okay.
them are just like built for a specific
Just
weight.
one weight. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just one weight. Okay.
yeah. So like it's like what is your preference to work with it? But like when you start using it, like I used uh I used it for multiple times during one of my camps, and like uh the speed and the movement that I got for that fight was crazy. Like, but like I didn't use it anymore because it's so hard. Like, it's like hell when you're training with it until you eventually adapt to it.
Yeah.
But
Of course
it
you
was
have
a
to. Yeah.
fun
Yeah.
experience. It was a fun
I mean,
experience.
of course you have to. Yeah. Of course you have to get used to it and stuff. But I might give it a try. Because I've seen people
You
using
might
it.
like it. You might like
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we'll try. Like I have to try and find whatever works the best for me. It
Yeah,
might be the mask, it might be the weighted vest, it might be something else.
yeah.
But
And like, do you know about the common injuries in running?
so one thing that you also know about my injury,
Yeah, I
most
mean, you have already one of the common injuries in running. You've injured
exactly.
yourself.
Yeah, I've injured myself. So yeah, I think I have one of the most common injuries out there in running, Ward. So I've injured my heel. I
Yeah.
literally cannot feel my heel. I mean, I'm in pain right now. I mean, I'm not in
Yes.
pain when I'm sitting, but when I'm walking and when I'm running, I can definitely feel the pain. It's in my heel, it's in my ankle. I can feel it like pretty much all over the place, but I don't know why it happens. I saw some stuff about it. It seems like you have to train your ankles and your heels and even your toes to get a
Like
better
what
result.
I'm reading right now, like, do you feel pain in your calf too?
I do not know. No.
So, like
It's
your Achilles tendon might be a little bit under stress because of like too much running, I guess.
yeah, probably because like you called me the other day, you FaceTime me.
Yeah.
Uh, it was like 10, 11 at night, and I was on a treadmill back in Penn State. So
Yeah.
I'm literally like, if I have a free time, I'm just gonna hop on a treadmill, no matter what. But I guess yeah, I do run too much, but
The first treatment for it is rest.
that's and I'm lacking. I'm lacking on that. I
Yeah.
guess I'm lacking on rest. I'm like going out. I'm trying to have like a good time here back home. So I want to run outside, go outside, hang out with people and stuff. But I can't just rest. I mean, I'll give it a try. I think I skipped one day since I came back home. So I don't know if it was yesterday. I guess I just went on a walk. I went on about like 2 miles walk, and that was it. I didn't run. I didn't do anything crazy. My pace was about like 20, 22 maybe. And I was like, you know what? That was my rest day, and that's it. But that's one of the common issues. The other common issue, the other common injury, is like an injury in your knees, and
Yeah.
that's when you exactly. I don't know if your
It's
article
actually
talks about
named Yeah, it's actually named runner's knee.
runner's knee exactly. That's also common. That's also pretty common. It's kind of I know it's confusing. It was confusing for myself. I had no idea what they were talking about. To land your feet right underneath your knee. That concept just sounds like out of this world to me.
We need
Because
visuals, man.
Yeah, I need visuals. Exactly. I was like, I can't just read something. Like, you have to show me how to do it. You know,
Yeah,
someone has to run in front of me, or I have to run with someone who actually knows what they're doing and tell me, okay, Amir, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to fix this, you need to fix that. You know, you can't just read an article and be like, okay, the article said land your feet like underneath your knee. Like that's just impossible. Okay, what does that mean? What do they mean to land your
yeah.
feet underneath your knee? That's just different. You know,
So
everything's different.
I'm going to read 10 myths in running for you right now, and I want an answer from you to see if you know like is this a myth or a fact?
All right, let's go.
Okay. So the first one is running will ruin your knees.
That BS, BS. Honestly, I mean, for me, in my case, it's a BS. I have a running issue. I have a knee issue. I pretty much I go to the doctors for my knee. You know, my knees are dry. I have to do this. I have to do that. And running did not do anything to me so far.
Yeah, so you're right actually. So the short answer is no. Running will
Uh,
not ruin your knees.
exactly.
Yeah.
Next one. Okay,
Next
okay.
one. You, you should stretch before you run.
Oh, 100%. I mean, you have to warm up. I don't
Yeah,
know about the
right?
stretch. You have to warm up. You know.
Yeah, to get your blood flowing. Yeah,
Exactly.
this is true. So the third myth is runners don't walk. That's bullshit.
That's some BS right there.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
That's a huge BS.
Yeah,
I mean, I have to walk. You know, I can't just run like
running
nonstop. You know.
everywhere.
Yeah. What do you mean runners don't walk?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like actually an Olympian named Jeff Galloway has created this whole thing.
That's that's I don't know. So he's saying that runners don't walk.
He's saying that runners don't take he's saying that runners do take breaks when like you're running. You take
Oh,
like
exactly.
a
Of
second
course.
break. Yeah,
Of
that,
course you have
yeah,
to take a break.
yeah,
Of course you have to take a break. Like you're another machine, you know?
yeah, exactly.
People get tired and as I said, people are different guys. It's okay to walk. Don't push your limits, you know? If you want to push your limits in running, just do it once a week, twice a week, max. And, you know, just go at your own pace. Walk, run, walk, and see what you're comfortable with. Don't push yourself like too much.
Yeah. So the fourth myth is you're not a runner unless you run this particular pace.
No,
It's false.
it's a it's a BS again.
Yeah.
Guys, go at your own pace. Don't
It's
feel
just
bad
not
about
me,
like if
right?
yeah, exactly. Everybody's different, you know. It's I might run at a pace of like 8, 9. Someone might run at a pace of 5, 6, 5. There's a person. Let me uh, let me search him up. I don't know how to Iluit. Uh, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I have no idea. He's a guy from Kenya. He runs crazy. He finished a marathon in 2 hours and 1 minute.
Wow.
So he's just built different, you know. He was an Olympian as well. He was in the Olympics 2004, 208, 16, and 2020 Tokyo, and he was a gold medal in marathon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's just built different. And on the other side of the spectrum, on the other hand, we have me who runs at a pace of like 9, 10, as I said, and you have someone who maybe jogs at like 15. Who knows? People are different.
Yeah.
People believing in those.
Yeah.
I can see some people saying, "Oh my God, you don't know shit. Like you don't know how to run because you don't race. You don't
Yeah.
know how to run because you've never finished a 5K in like 15 minutes." That's I can see some people saying that, trash talking on you, but don't listen to it. No,
Yeah. So the seventh one is runners don't need strength training.
no, they
What do you-
do. They actually do, I
Yeah,
guess.
they do. Yeah, they do. This is
They, th-
a wrong myth.
yeah, that's a
It's
wrong myth.
false.
I mean, they actually do. Yeah, they actually do need some. They have to lift weights. They have to work on their legs. They have to work on their core.
Yeah,
They
because it
they do
not
have
only
to.
improves the power, but like it also prevents injury.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
That's something that I personally have to work on.
yeah, I mean you do. Like you need like maybe two days resting, not running, and like spending those 2 days actually like
Yeah.
doing
Hopefully
full
after I go
body
back.
workout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully from this week. Yeah.
So the eighth one is runners don't need strong upper bodies.
I guess this one again. They do. I guess they do need a strong upper body.
Yeah,
I,
because it's all about your form.
exactly.
It will maintain a good running posture.
Yeah, you have to keep a good posture at all time while running. You have to pretty much stand upright. You can't just bend, and you can't just like bend your back. And I mean, you have to have like some sort of a good posture.
Yeah. Myth number nine, taking a few days off will hurt your fitness.
Oh, that's a hard one. I have no clue, to be honest.
So this is false.
That's false.
Yeah.
Okay.
Over the first 10 days of inactivity, like you're still fine. And
Okay.
like so it's pretty okay to take rest days and like taking time to recover from an injury or even if you're sick or like whatever. Like it's okay to take some time off, but like it shouldn't be a long period because you lose your momentum.
It just shouldn't
So
be more than like 10 days.
yeah, this is what I think, and it's written here. So yeah, it's over the
Okay.
first 10 days of inactivity in trained athletes. So it
Okay.
might be
That's that
different in
that that's
regular
yeah.
people.
That's pretty important.
Yeah,
That was an important part. Yeah.
yeah, maybe like 5 6 days, 1 week, regular
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're injured, yeah, I can see that.
Myth number 10, the last one, runners can eat anything they want. Probably not.
I mean, guys, I'm on a diet. I've started my diet like a month ago, I guess, a month and a
Oh,
half ago. Oh yeah, I guess we should eat healthy. I stopped drinking Coke. I've stopped like eating outside, eating like fast food stuff, and I feel like it helps. It helps to maintain that a good, healthy body fat and BMI and everything else. I mean, you can eat fast food time to time. You can have that
but
like
let me tell you
Coke or
something. Listen, listen. So you actually can eat anything you want as a runner. But this is a big but. But you will lose the performance you want. Like for example, if you drink alcohol every day, you won't be able to perform at your best. So it's all like personal decisions. Okay, if you wanna eat something every day or like eat whatever you want, you can do that. But you won't be getting the best performance that you can out of yourself. So this
exactly
is
and
kind
something.
of true and false.
It exactly. It's kind of true and false. Something about an alcohol. So when you're drinking an alcohol, when it enters your body, you're pretty much your brain and like the whole body system. I'm not a bio major, guys. I'm not a doctor. This is what I've heard.
These are
So
just
when
like
it and
opinions and like
yeah,
views.
these are just exactly. So when it enters your body, you're pretty much telling your body to stop burning fat for like 24, 48 hours. Isn't that crazy?
It is actually that
That that
it
that's just
stops
that
doing that. I
that's
haven't
scary
heard
to me,
that.
honestly.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll
Yeah,
send it to you after this podcast. But yeah, that's what I've heard.
yeah. Yep.
Yep,
And I think that's it for today.
that was it. I really hope that you guys enjoy this episode. We had a little change in how we record our podcasts, so we are not gonna have as many guests as we had before. It's gonna be mostly Amir and I talking about different topics. As you guys heard, we talked about running and different injuries and stuff. Maybe next week we're gonna talk about maybe conspiracy theory or politics or economics or whatever it might come up, you know.
Yeah.
And feel free to get in touch with us at all time. Just send us a DM, send us an email, or I'm gonna do a poll on both Spotify and our YouTube channel. You can also comment on YouTube for us to just tell us what you like to hear, what do you guys like us to talk about on our podcast, and yeah,
It was great to have you guys here again. And thank you.
thank you all.